As we all know, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is under pressure after scandals surrounding parties at his Downing Street office and the resignations of close staff. In the meantime, calls for Johnson's resignation are being made, including from within his own party. That could be dangerous for Johnson. If he loses the support of his party colleagues, he faces a vote of no confidence. While here in Germany the process of a no confidence vote is the same for all parties and has to be initiated by a quarter of the members of the German Bundestag, the parliament, in Great Britain the rules depend on the respective party. In the case of the British Conservatives, the Tories, just a few MPs can bring about a change at the top. But what triggers a Tory party no confidence vote? As soon as 15% of the Conservative MPs submit a corresponding request in form of a letter, a vote of no confidence will be triggered. With currently 360 Conservatives in the British Parliament, that would be 54 motions. The recipient of these letters is Graham Brady, the chairman of the party's so-called 1922 committee. The body consists of members of Parliament who do not hold government office. Is there a vote of no confidence in Johnson? Well, several Tory MPs have already announced that they have submitted such a letter request. I can no longer support the Prime Minister at this time. His actions and untruths overshadow the extraordinary work of so many ministers and colleagues, wrote MP Anthony Magnell on Twitter. Other MPs are said to have submitted an application anonymously. Since the motion for a no confidence vote is confidential, only the chairman of the 1922 committee knows how many letters were actually received. But how does a vote of no confidence work? Once enough motions are received, all Conservative MPs can cast a vote for or against the Prime Minister. If the majority votes for the Prime Minister, he can continue in office. There can be no further vote of no confidence for a period of 12 months. If the Prime Minister loses the vote, he must resign. In addition, he cannot stand as a candidate in the next elections. But how soon can such a voting take place now? The Conservative rulebook stipulates that the chairman of the 1922 committee, together with the party leadership, decides on the date of the vote. This should take place as soon as possible. When then Prime Minister Theresa May had to face a vote of no confidence in December 2018, the vote took place on the same day. At the time, her Tory colleagues voted that she can remain in office. Such a short-term vote would not be possible here in Germany, by the way. The law stipulates that there must be 48 hours between the application and the election. But who replaces the Prime Minister? If confidence is lost in the Prime Minister, no new elections are held. Rather, the Conservative MPs must vote on his successor. If there are several candidates to choose from, the Conservatives vote in secret until there are only 2 names on the ballot. Once that is the case, all the members of the party who have been in the party for at least 3 years can vote by post to choose the new Prime Minister. If Johnson faces a no-confidence vote, Treasury Secretary Rishi Sunak and Secretary of State Liz Truss are traded as possible candidates. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.